We are live. We are back. New York Sports Exchange episode number 45. And I cannot believe we're saying this is a New York podcast, but free my man, Ime Udoka.
You gotta. This is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And the fact that the interim head coach is an ex-domestic violence offender.
I did not even know that. What?
I didn't know that either.
It's ridiculous.
Free my man. Free my man. It's like
Free my man,
Michael got with Jan in The Office.
I know. Free my man.
Ridiculous.
It's getting ridiculous out here. It's
getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. You know.
It's getting ridiculous. Lot to talk about. NFL Week 3. We are recording this on Thursday afternoon. We will get this out. We will hopefully get this out by the time Thursday Night Football starts. We will give our predictions for all the games. Have our predictions for our contest. All of that. Aaron Judge is one home run away from tying Roger Maris at 61. Looking to break the record at 62. The Yankees are also a win away from clinching a postseason berth. The Mets, they are coming off of a loss to the Brewers.
That was a horrible game. I don't even want to talk about that. That was ugly. 6-0.
We got it. Yeah, that's pretty bad. We'll definitely touch up on Ime Udoka and his wrongful, soon-to-be termination for literally that happens in the American workplace every day.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make zero sense.
It doesn't. And then we will touch up on Rangers training camp and the top. Have any of you seen the top 3 lines for the Rangers? Oof. Get excited. That's all I got to say. Get excited. Get excited.
All right, relax.
Let's just start immediately right now. Thursday Night Football, Steelers, Browns. What do we got? Tim, you want to go first?
Steelers, Browns? Oof. Mm-hmm. You want me to go first for tonight's game? I don't know, dude.
It's going to be a boring game. I mean, it's going to be a very boring game. The total is at 38.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't even know if I'm touching the over there. This is going to be such a boring football game. Like, it's two good defenses.
Just two horrible offenses.
Horrible. How many picks do you think are thrown today? If there was
3.
I was thinking like
4. Two from Mitch, 1 from Jacoby.
I was thinking like 4 or 5, dude. I think
Mitch gets picked off 4 or 5.
I'm thinking Mitch gets picked off like 3 times today. It's just going to be so boring.
The Steelers' offense have been struggling. The Steelers' defenses are down T.J. Watt. The Browns are down Jadeveon Clowney. But I'll just go into it right now. I got the Browns in a very boring game.
And this is like weird to say. I'm also taking the Browns, but I think this game could be like single digits, like 9-3, some bullshit like that.
9-3, 7-0.
It's gonna be like that. Do you remember that one game where Alabama was ranked 1 and LSU was ranked 2, and the final score was like 9-6?
Yeah, it's gonna be some stupid shit like that. Like, it's not even gonna be fun.
It's gonna be that. Terrence,
I'm gonna take the Browns too, but also a very low scoring game.
Yeah. All right. No expectations whatsoever for this game. Moving on to New York. Well, the first New York team, the Giants play Monday night, so we'll get to them last. The Bengals and the Jets. What do we got? Jets coming off that big win against the Browns.
Listen,
Bengals can't do anything.
Yeah, this is all I'm going to say. This entire game, all is how that Bengals O-line is going to play. If it sucks, the Jets have a very, very good shot of winning this football game. You know, if they kind of mesh together and they're a little successful, I could see the Bengals picking up their first win. But don't be shocked if the Jets. I mean, they did it last year.
Pulled off.
Yeah, they did it last year. Don't be shocked if they do it again.
I won't be shocked if this is a get right game for the Bengals. I got the Bengals winning this one.
Neither would I. But you know, my blood bleeds green and white, so I'm taking the Jets here.
Oh yeah, Terrence.
I'm taking the Bengals, but I honestly, with how the Bengals are playing right now, I wouldn't be shocked if the Jets win.
Oh, yeah. All right. Next up, we go to the NFC North, Lions-Vikings. And I'll just say it right now. Kirk Cousins at 1 p.m. is the greatest quarterback ever. I got the Vikings.
Yeah, I got the Vikings too, and I got the Vikings by a landslide. They're going to be pissed off from last game, and Kirk Cousins is finally going to get right because, let's be honest,
It's a 1 o'clock game.
No one's going to be watching that doesn't live in Detroit or Minnesota, so he's got nothing to worry about. I got Kirk Cousins having a phenomenal outing. I think Vikings take this one.
Yeah,
Terrence?
I think Vikings also.
Vikings. We'll have different opinions. Don't worry, everyone. Clean sweep across the board so far. Next up.
Oh, no, I got the Jets. You have Cincy. I'm taking the Jets.
Yeah.
You're taking the Jets. Oh, it looked like you said you would. Okay.
Fuck yeah, I'm taking the Jets.
Next up, the Baltimore Ravens against the New England Patriots. The Ravens coming off that huge loss against the Dolphins, blowing that lead. The Pats coming off that big win against the Steelers. Tim, your thoughts?
It's hard to have different opinions when I'm watching this New England offense that is so poor in every aspect. So again, I think we're all going to agree here. I'm going to take the Ravens. I don't think they have a game plan for Lamar. I don't see them moving the ball very well. They haven't been able to do it all year. I don't think this game's going to be any different. So give me the Ravens.
Yeah. All right. Terrence, Ravens as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ravens. All right. Next up, now we go to the NFC South. Saints-Panthers. It was just announced today that Christian McCaffrey is on the injury report with an ankle injury. He did not practice. I'm still going to go with the Saints on this one. I think the Saints they beat the Falcons in week 1, had a rough loss against the Bucs in week 2. What are you going to do?
Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck Tom Brady. That should have been a different game. He was getting calls that whole game. It was such bullshit. It should not.
Always does. It's Tom Brady.
So many stupid calls to unnecessary roughness. Unnecessary roughness call is going to just piss me off till the season's over. I'm going to keep talking about that. I got to pull that clip up. The dude literally tripped and fell and knocked into someone, and they were like, unnecessary roughness. And they gave Brady a first down on 4th, which would have gave on 3rd, which would have gave the Saints the ball going back the other way. And I hate Tom Brady. I hate him so much. I made that very clear over the years. He's just my least favorite athlete. So
yeah,
fuck him. But I'm also, saying I'm riding with you. I don't think the Panthers are good, and I'm just gonna go with the Saints here.
Yeah, me as well. I don't see the Panthers doing anything.
This might be another boring week. Oh boy. Oh, this one's gonna be awful. Next up, we got the Texans and the Bears.
You know what? Justin Fields hasn't impressed me. Chicago's a little. I'm gonna go with Davis Mills here in the Texans. I think
Mills Mafia. Yeah,
I'm gonna go. I feel like the Texans have a better, I don't even want to say well-rounded team because they're not good either. But I just think they're gonna take the edge here. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna take Texans.
Yeah, I like the Texans too. I think that they've played 2 close games to start out the year. They tied with the Colts. They had a chance to get a game-winning drive against the Broncos. Yeah, I think that, and although they're look pretty bad right now, the Colts and the Broncos, I think Texans get a weak matchup with the Bears. That AFC South division is wide open, so every game matters right now in the AFC South, especially with the Titans and Colts playing how they are. Give me the Texans.
Do you think, and now this is my question for you, talking about the AFC South, which one of those 2 teams turns it around? Because I don't think both of them are going to. I think it's just going to be one of them. One of them's going to turn around. The other one's going to have a terrible year. And I think the Colts figure it out. I don't think Denver does.
Oh, yeah, Denver? No. I thought you were talking about the Titans. I was like, yeah,
no.
I don't think Denver turns it around.
Yeah, I don't think Denver turns
it around. I can't see them turn around.
No,
they're so bad right now.
There's just no chemistry between coaching and Russell Wilson. It just isn't working out right now, and I don't think they're going to find it.
Speaking of the Colts, they play the Chiefs at home. I got
Chiefs by million. Chiefs by million.
Yeah, dude. Come on.
There's no question about it.
It's the Chiefs. Come on. let's be real. Let's be real here. All right. That wasn't even a discussion. All right. Next up.
You don't have. Yeah.
Next up, we go to the NFC East Eagles Commanders.
I'm going with the Eagles. I don't think. I think
go with the Eagles, but expect Washington to cover. That is why.
Yeah, I think. Well, all right, we'll talk about that later. But
yeah,
I think the Eagles they're just better. I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't even seem like a fair matchup.
Jalen Hurts look good.
He does. He looks, and I was such a hater on him to start the year. Such a hater, and he looks so good.
As much as it pains me to say, Jalen Hurts looks good. The big 1:00 game, Bills Dolphins.
Bills.
Yeah. Again,
Yeah,
it's
They're
like
so good.
you can't. Tua's not as good as people are. Like, people are giving him way too much credit. Let's be real here. He's just not.
Is it Tua or is it Mike McDaniel?
All right. Well, now you just put me on the hot seat here. I don't know. I can't. I gotta. I gotta watch more. I gotta watch more film on them.
I think Mike McDaniel is a phenomenal coach, and he's already. I do like the Bills, though. I do like the Bills. I think they're going to win.
They're going to win the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah,
So good. It's actually insane.
They did that on Monday without fucking Gabe Davis too. Keep in mind. I know it's Gabe Davis, but like still, that's your second wide receiver, and you're blowing like ridiculous, just ridiculous. Next up, Vegas, Tennessee. The fact that the spread's at 2 is disgusting. I'm going with the Raiders.
Raiders. Tennessee, they can't figure anything out. They look horrible.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill is the most sorry excuse for a starting quarterback in the NFL. He's been bailed out time and time again by that team, and now it's starting to show.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have A.J. Brown, so they can't spread out the field, and that's why Derrick Henry's been terrible.
Yeah, and and it's underrated that they lost Julio, too, because they have 0 weapons. 0.
Yeah. They have no weapons. Not at all. All right. Moving on to the 4:00 games. Jaguars, Chargers.
You already know my pick.
We all know. Come on.
Yeah. Come on. It's the Chargers. It's the Chargers. I mean, Herbert should be good. He did start to throw normally per a report that I saw. Yes. Braden Staley said Herbert remains day-to-day. He was able to throw normally Tuesday and participated in individual drills at Wednesday's practice. He will most likely be under center for week 3. Makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it does make
Chargers.
sense. Yeah. Chargers. Yeah.
Chargers, no doubt. Another boring game. Falcons, Seahawks. Give me the Falcons. I think Mariota looked good, although they did play the Saints and the Rams. He was able to hold his own. I think the Seahawks, I know we give fucking... I know we're giving Geno all the credit, but they did not look good against the 49ers. Give me the Falcons.
Terrence, I want to hear what you say first before I get into this, because I'm so torn.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I'm
kind of being drawn towards the Seahawks here, though.
I'm also feeling a little Seahawks magic again. I don't know if the Falcons can, if Kyle Pitts can get open and they can move the football, a little more efficiently. Because I mean, last game Cordero Patterson wasn't even getting involved. They didn't look good. So.
They almost won the game.
That's true. All right, I'm so torn. I don't know. This is a coin flip. You know what? I'm just gonna take. I'd flip a coin for this one. Yeah. Give me Seahawks. Give me Seahawks. I'm feeling some more Geno Smith magic. I know he looked terrible last week. He looked horrible. But
next up, Rams, Cardinals. Cardinals coming off that big win against the Raiders, and the Rams coming off that scary win against the Falcons. I got the Rams.
Yeah, I also have the Rams, but I think this could be a lot closer than people think. We don't give the Cardinals enough credit. I know they're not I'm not going to say they're bad, but they're just.
But they're not great.
Yeah, they're weird.
They're good, not great.
Yeah,
good, not great.
They're they're like the Predators of the NFL. They'll make the playoffs. They just won't do anything when they get there.
They'll be like the Eagles last year. They'll be like that last wild card spot that gets pounced by the 2 seed.
Yeah, like they'll get in. It's just they're gonna be like, oh, like no, you don't have a chance. You're just gonna get in. I think it's gonna be closer than people think, but because if Matt Stafford plays like he did last week,
Oh yeah,
it could go in either way. But yeah, give me the Rams.
Terrence, Rams.
Yeah, the Rams.
All right. Next up, the game of the week. In my eyes, the Green Bay Packers take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Keep in mind the Bucs are without Mike Evans. He's suspended for 1 game due to the fight with Marshawn Lattimore. So, and Chris Godwin's hurt. Julio Jones is hurt. So Tom Brady has no one. Aaron Rodgers has no one.
This is what I think.
I'm going to say it.
I'm going with you too. I know exactly what you're going with. I'm taking the Packers too. I think this is a great. great quarterback versus quarterback strictly matchup. Who's going to be the better? Who's just going to be the better?
Who's going to be better without the weaker targets?
Exactly.
With the weaker targets.
With the weaker targets. I think Aaron Jones in that run game is better than what Tampa has. I know I would give Tampa's defense the edge, but I don't know. Rodgers. This is a big. This is a big game for him, especially because he's got that chip in his shoulder. He's got to prove something. I'm gonna go with Green Bay. Although I did bench him in fantasy for Flacco. I got something about Flacco, but we'll see.
Something about Flacco.
Give me Green Bay.
Flacco to win this. All right, Sunday Night Football. Niners Broncos at Mile High. This is going to be the first full game that Jimmy G will start this year for the Niners. Russell Wilson, 2 pretty shaky games this year. Can he bounce back? I don't think so. I'm going with
probably
the Niners.
not.
Yeah, I'm going with the Niners in a 17-14 victory. Put that down if you're thinking. Put that down in your book.
Believe it, and it will happen. All right.
It's going to happen.
Add that to my card, please. All right.
Do it.
Moving on. Last game, Monday Night Football, Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, whiteout at MetLife Stadium. I think you already know who I'm taking.
Yeah. Oh,
yes,
you're going to know what I'm about to say. Give me the New York Giants. Give me the New York Giants. A little upset against Dallas. I also, you know what? Fuck it. Just give me the Giants. Give me the Giants just straight up. Shout out Jack O'Toole. He's going to the game.
Really?
He's got to be wearing white.
Oh, he's got like 8 white Giants jerseys. Probably wears Victor Cruz white one.
Whiteout. Yeah. It's a whiteout. They got to. Giants looking for their first 3-0 start since 2009.
I think they do it.
The vibe.
I hope so. That would be awesome.
I said it on Monday.
Excited.
I said it on Tuesday or Monday. Say it again. I think the Giants have a legitimate shot at starting the season 4-0.
They do.
I'm saying it right now. They're going to take this game.
Chicago at home.
Okay,
and then after Chicago, they go to London to play Green Bay.
Yeah, that they're not winning. They're going to go to London and get smoked, but they can go 4-1. So
no. No. We're riding.
Perfect season with Danny Dimes.
We're riding. Okay. So next up, our contest. I do have a class in about 90 minutes, so we're going to breeze right through this pretty quickly.
I would just like to state that I went 5-5 last week. I want to restate that again.
5-0. You went 5-0. Yes.
Yeah. What a great
Terrence, your record. Terrence won 2 games. Everybody clap it up for Terrence. I think that's a huge milestone.
My first 2 wins there.
Yes. Terrence, you are 2-8. Tim, you are 6-4, and I am 3-4, 5, 6, 7. I'm 3-7. Tim, you were in the lead at 5-4. You were 500.
I'm not eating that fucking pizzerito. That just isn't happening.
Oh my god. Yeah. All right. So I will start. Actually, Terrence. Well, I did kind of text. We're recording this on Thursday afternoon. We were supposed to record last night, but we couldn't. So I basically told everyone to give the picks, and Terrence was the only one that gave his.
Yeah,
so Terrence,
I completely forgot.
I completely forgot too.
I had a lot of
Terrence, do you want me to read yours off, or do you want to read yours and then give your explanation?
Yeah, Terrence, you start us off.
Yeah, why not? Okay, so I got Raiders minus 1.5. That's just
okay.
Yeah, that's like
makes sense.
That should be. It's ridiculous that that's even a thing.
Yeah. I got Lions plus 5.5. I like how they've been playing. I don't think they're going to win. Maybe lose within a field goal.
Okay.
I like that.
Panthers Saints under 40.5.
Makes sense.
Yeah, just both teams can't do anything. And Bills Dolphins over 52.5.
Okay. And your prop?
Derrick Henry under 87.5 rushing yards.
I like that so much because I don't think they're going to be able to move the football. He may get 30 attempts, but any scheme against them is just
the field.
That's what I'm saying. Any scheme against them is run defense. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's no way to space the offense when you don't have AJ Brown.
Exactly, or anyone if that matters. You just have no one.
Yeah, exactly. I have is Derrick Henry.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't do anything.
I will start off with my favorite. Give me the Chiefs minus 5.5 against the Colts.
Yeah, again,
I
that
think
sounds so
this,
free.
This is it's literally free. That is free money, people. That is free money. The Chiefs, one of the highest potent offenses in football. The Colts look depressing. I don't. Maybe Jacksonville might win that division. Maybe Trevor Lawrence. Maybe the next Blake Bortles in Jacksonville. From the way it's looking right now, give me the Chiefs minus 5.5. I'm liking it. Tim, your favorite.
Give me the Eagles minus 6.5. I just love the way they played last week.
Ooh.
I know it's a tight one. I love the way they played last week. I just think they go out with that high potent offense. They stick to what they're good at, and they have another great day. Because watching the way they play, it's like watching the Ravens, but if Lamar could throw, like, can actually throw the deep ball pretty well. Like that's what it is.
Of course.
Give me Philly minus 6.5.
All right. My underdog. Packers plus 1.5.
Yeah, because I was so close to taking that. That is a great pick because I think they're winning straight up. So,
they might cover outright. So I'm liking it. Packers. I think Aaron finds a way. He'll just find a way.
He always finds a way.
He always finds a way. He'll always find a way. All right, Tim, your underdog.
It's probably the recency bias kicking in and the fact that I'm a Jets fan, but give me Jets plus 6. I don't know why. I feel like they're going to win this football game. I'm excited.
That's very possible.
So excited to watch it
happening.
Yeah, give me Jets plus 6. I feel like they might scrape this one out, to be honest with you.
All right. Still trying to pick an over.
I got my over. We'll start with that. Give me Giants over 39. Giants, Cowboys over 39. I think the Giants outright. I think they outright score 23 points this week and over. I think they at least get above the 20-point threshold. I don't know why. I'm so high, and I know it's been a bunch of close games, and they definitely haven't been very high offensive games. But for some reason, I feel like Saquon's going to have an explosive week. If they can somehow keep Micah Parsons off the edge from really getting to Daniel Jones, they can move the football well. Give me G-Men over 39. G-Men Cowboys game over 39.
My over is going to be, after very little research, I am going with the Rams Cardinals over 48.5.
That seems like free money again.
Yeah, this is going to be, although, the Cardinals offense is without DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, they found a way against the Raiders. I think they'll find a way to score more against the Rams. The Rams have Stafford and Kupp, and I just think there's your over. Rams, Cardinals. Tim, you're under.
I'm going to keep riding with San Fran until it, doesn't work anymore. Give me San Fran under 45. San Francisco game. Every game they play is just they're not going to score. Let's just be very clear on that. They're not going to score. Denver hasn't really figured out the way to move the football down the field very well, to get anywhere into offensive scoring position. They haven't looked good at all. They have, terrible. I don't know what it is about Denver. They just don't look good. And San Francisco is a great defense, so just give me that under 45.
I'm debating between two games.
Well, let's hear both of them.
Okay. But it isn't fair. If I hang on. Yeah, screw it. I was debating between the Pittsburgh-Cleveland game, although I just think that total's way too low. I'm going to go with the Bengals-Jets under 45.
That's fair.
45.5, excuse me, 45.5.
Either, and this is my thing for the game, Stan, either Cincy wins by 24 and it's 24-3, or it's going to be very close, low scoring.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I think that, the Jets, although they did win, let's be real.
They shouldn't have. They shouldn't have.
They should have. They should be 0-2 right now, but what are you going to do? All right. My prop. I was debating on doing one tonight for fun, doing one on Sunday that I know is going to hit. I'll do my one for Sunday. Matt Ryan to throw an interception.
That is a great pick.
I think that Matt Ryan, he just doesn't look good. The Colts
Why doesn't
the Colts just don't look good?
Yeah, why does Matt Ryan look horrible? Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Because he's past his prime. He's Matt Ryan. He's not good.
He really isn't.
He's not good. I'd like Matt Ryan to throw an interception. I can see it now. I can see him throwing it down the middle and get picked off by a safety right at midfield at Lucas Oil. I see it happening.
I know exactly what you're talking about too. I know. I can see the play too. Just like cut right to the safety, just steps.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm stupid or this just feels like criminally free, but Flacco's throwing the football like 50 times each game, so give me his over 35 passing attempts.
Yeah.
They
makes sense.
They just the Jets keep throwing the ball, and last game he threw the ball 45 times. So the fact that this is 10 under that, you got it. Like, I'm taking it.
That's crazy.
That's your breaking college basketball news, people. That I just heard. Breaking college basketball news. Legendary and awful referee Bo Borowski will retire.
There you go.
That's huge.
Is what's his face from like Memphis ever going to play again? The guy who just got caught with like gun charges.
Oh, he's not on Memphis anymore. He's on Eastern Michigan now.
Yeah, dude. Watching all these guys fall from grace is like hilarious. Like watching Spencer Rattler crumble apart. That guy that who's that quarterback that played at Ohio State that was like super highly
Tate Martell.
Such an ego. He sucks. Yeah. Dude, he's horrible.
So bad.
And it's great. I love watching it. It's like phenomenal.
What an unbelievable. I can't believe what a legend in college basketball. Bo Borowski. Just awful. Just awful.
What a legend. Just awful.
He is the angel. He was the Angel Hernandez of college basketball. No doubt.
Finally free.
No doubt. Finally free. Big Ten basketball will never be the same without you, Bo. Anyway.
Good luck with retirement, you jackass.
You fucking asshole. Moving on. Baseball. Here we go. Oh, picks and predictions will be on our social media as always. Moving on. Baseball.
Dude, the Yankees are back.
He's going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
At the same time, he's going to fucking hit for the Triple Crown, too.
Yeah.
And at that point, Cash and Hal have no choice but to fucking pay the guy, right?
Yeah, like, literally, like, $500 million.
Oh, he's getting everything.
He's getting everything. And at the same time, DeGrom's a free agent. Give him the key to the city.
Dude, literally, they might sign him and be like, yeah, you could also be the assistant GM.
Yeah, they're gonna do what they do with like Mbappe. Be like, you get GM rights, like you get coaching decisions, like you get manager decisions, like you're gonna manage the team.
Literally though.
Like you are the new Bill Russell.
They're gonna give him the Kevin Durant treatment. They're just gonna be like, you want to fire Boone? Fine. You want to do this? Fine.
Dude, the one thing that was pissing me off though was I was hearing for like up until literally like 2 days ago that people would still vote
for Shohei
as MVP.
That's
I'm
so
like
stupid.
This guy has 60 home runs, and
I think if he wins the Triple Crown, it's gonna shut everybody up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think if he wins the Triple Crown, all the old heads are going to be like, okay.
Yeah.
And before the season even started, how many times did we say, fuck you, Shohei, we hate you?
Yeah.
So I'm riding with you.
Wow.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
Trouble in paradise.
Shawty fire burn on the dance floor.
Let's talk about the Mets for a second. The Mets had a terrible game against the Brewers, but as of now, I'm rooting for the Phillies, which just never happens.
Wow.
They need to beat. They gotta beat Atlanta. They have to.
You know what I've learned throughout my times as being a depressing sports fan is that you never, ever root for teams in your division to beat other teams in your division.
Because it doesn't happen. They'll lose on purpose. Philly's so spiteful, they'll literally lose on purpose.
Like the Eagles. Just like the Eagles.
Did you see that Did you see that? What's it called? That Bryce Harper whiff. He like whiffed on the pitch, and he was like, "I tipped it," and they like played it back, and he was like 6 feet from hitting the ball. It was hilarious.
Yep. Just want to get to the Yankees real quick. They opened up a 4-game set against Boston today. Tuesday was quite possibly the best game of the year. Thought the season was over when Clay Holmes gave up a 3-run home run. Clay Holmes cannot be the postseason closer. I think it's got to be either F. Ross or Chapman. I just know Chapman's going to look like prime Mariano Rivera for these next 3 weeks into the season. They're just going to put him in at closer, and he's just going to throw balls to the backstop.
That's how it always happens. That's exactly what happens.
That's how it always is.
He's the new Jarvis Familia.
Yeah, basically.
That's exactly what he is.
Yeah, he is. Judge hits. They're down 8-. Was it 7-3?
8-3. Judge hits a homer, makes it 8-4.
No, then that would have tied it. No,
because Judge hits a solo shot, then Stanton hit the grand slam, didn't he? Am I talking about the same game, or are we talking about different games?
Hang on.
There's no way we're talking about different games. I think I know. Is this the Judge 60th home run game?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were down. Oh no, they were down 8-4. They were down 8-4 because then
they were down 8-4. And then Judge hit the home run to make it 8-5.
Because he hit the home run, made it 8-5, then Stan hit the grand slam. Yep.
Yeah. Perfect. We don't know math.
We're getting there, though. There's a reason we're doing this, and we're not math majors. Although I am a math major, technically, in finance, and calculus is kicking my ass. Just want to make that clear. So anyone listening that is a good calc tutor, please hit me up, because I am drowning.
We're suffering. We're suffering here. Well, he's suffering, at least. I'm a communications major out here.
I don't care. That's so nice. I just don't care. Whatever. I don't care.
Stanton hits a huge grand slam. I'm already considering Giancarlo back. I know he had some pretty good at-bats. I think the Ghosts are here. The Ghosts are ready for October. We're ready.
You know what's funny?
You know what's funny? Registered for pre-sale.
I saw that. Yeah.
Tickets.
Yeah. I knew you were going to do it.
Ready.
You know what's funny, Stan?
I was doing
I thought was funny. When Giancarlo hit a grand slam, and one of the games, Francisco Lindor on the other side hit a grand slam and won the match of the game. I thought that was hilarious that they both just decided to hit grand slams on the same day. And if you remember from last year, it was the two guys that hate each other. They were hitting home runs back to back to back to back, and screaming at each other. They're both producing. So, Slam Cisco and whatever.
What?
I got this is a big game for the Yankees tonight. 7:15.
It is.
They're facing Michael Wacha. Are you a little nervous? He's 11-1 with a 2.61 ERA.
And Judge is hitless against Wacha.
Yeah, so I don't know. This is the game, you think, or you think they move it on?
I think he ties it. I think he ties it. I'm going to say he ties it today. I think he ties it tonight.
Now, is it off Wacha or someone else? Because Wacha's only let up 11 home runs this year.
I think it goes to the bullpen.
Bullpen? Yeah, I would say that too.
Yeah.
I think this game is like a 2-1 game when Wacha gets pulled. I don't know which way it goes 2-1, but then Judge hits a home run in the 8th inning. 8th inning tonight. That's my prediction. Lock it in.
Did you hear what might happen on Friday?
What?
So the game is on Apple TV.
Oh yeah, you were the one telling me he might break the record on Apple TV.
But listen to this. Yes is trying to sway Apple TV into getting Michael Kay to call the game.
Why? It doesn't make sense if that was there's going to be Yankee fans listening to it on the radio instead of watching that piece of crap that they put out there on Apple TV.
But would you rather hear Michael Kay on Apple TV, or would you rather hear some social media influencer that knows nothing about baseball and just says, "Oh, home run"? Anyway, I was checking my Twitter feed the other day.
Yeah, I'd rather hear Michael Kay. I'd rather hear the guy on the radio for the Yankees who goes, "And Stanton hits one way gone. Oh, and it's caught at the warning track." Whatever his face
disrespect
is.
John Sterling.
Dude, he's too old. He's got to hang it up soon.
At the end of I think at the end of next year, he's going to hang it up because he wants to do one more full season.
Yeah, because he reminds me of what's his face from L.A. It's getting to that point.
Vin Scully,
Skip. Yeah, Vin Scully. It's getting to that point.
Yeah, I mean,
oh my gosh, that was so freaking painful.
Fire alarm.
Oh,
yeah,
the fire
they
alarm.
just finished. I was so annoying.
While we're on the topic of baseball, I sent you guys a text at like 2:30 in the morning. I could not sleep last
Tony
night.
Gwynn.
Yeah, I was watching Tony Gwynn highlights. I did not realize how fucking good he was.
Dude, he was so good. Insane.
I think you can make an argument for him. Oh my god. I think you can make an argument for Tony Gwynn to be the best pure hitter of all time. Do you think you can make that argument? I mean,
yeah. The guy's never gone 0-4 in his life.
Oh, 100%.
There was it was like that stat.
The most strikeouts he's had in a season was 40.
Yeah, there was like a higher percentage of him going like 4-for-4 than striking out, which is crazy.
That's insane.
Like that doesn't happen.
Lockout. In a full season, he hit 370.
Yeah,
he hit below 300 1 year.
It was his
first
rookie
year in the
season.
league. Yeah, and he still hit 289. Like that's insane.
Oh, actually, no, 372. 370. He hit 372 in 97. Yeah, the guy's ridiculous.
Mr.
It
Padre.
was ridiculous. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Right. Getting close to October baseball. I know I say it every episode, but I truly mean it. We're getting close.
Oh yeah,
and
ready for the pain, misery, and suffering.
Yeah,
all to begin.
I can't wait for an Astros Dodgers World Series. It's gonna eat me alive, but that's what's gonna happen.
Game one.
Dude, if it's Stros Dodgers again, I'm just
that'd be awesome.
I fucking hate the Astros, and I hate the Dodgers. So why would I want to watch that?
Yeah, I don't like
I don't mind the Dodgers. Fuck the Astros.
Yeah, you don't mind the Dodgers. You don't mind the Dodgers, but who am I going to root for? Like, who am I going to root for?
True. True. All right. Moving on. Basketball. A report came out last night saying that Ime Udoka was that Celtics head coach Ime Udoka was now if I can find the Rose tweet, he basically said that he violated team guidelines. So now I'm thinking, one, did he gamble? I'm thinking either he gambled, or here it is. Ime Udoka facing disciplinary action expected to include a significant suspension for a violation of organizational guidelines. So, all right. So I'm thinking he either gambled, he tampered, and then I realized who the Celtics signed. They didn't really sign anybody, so why would he tamper? And then it comes out that he had an affair with a Celtics employee. And they're suspending him for a year?
Yeah, I don't get that. Now, here's the thing. Is this just a cover-up for something, or is this actually what happened? Because this seems a little ridiculous.
Exactly. I think it seems ridiculous that he's getting suspended for an affair. Now, I'm sorry to his wife, but that he's been married to for the last 12 years, but still, you get suspended for a year for having an affair?
Dude, I've heard some vulgar stories about things happening in Boston, like fan-wise, player-wise, and this is what gets suspended for a year, dude? Like, this is it, really?
It makes no sense. It doesn't make sense. I just blows my mind.
But hey, hopefully this is a boost. Hopefully hopefully this lowers team morale, because this gives a better chance for Cleveland and the Knicks to, move up in the standings. They move down.
Yeah.
Can't be complaining.
The Knicks.
Okay. Any news on the Knicks?
No.
No.
Training camps. Oh, they signed Svi Mikhailiuk to a 1-year entry-level contract, so he's going to be like a bench warmer. He once killed me when he was at Kansas when they played Duke in the Elite Eight, and he hit a 3 to force overtime, and then they lost. Thanks, Knicks.
Knicks are beating you up even when it's not even on the Knicks.
Yep. Thanks, Knicks. Thanks so much.
Stan's
Greatly
nightmares of that every
Stan,
night.
I got a very important question for you.
Yeah.
Your 4 major sports teams are the Giants, the Yankees, the Rangers, and the Knicks.
I'd probably put Duke in there.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
Duke too.
in there too.
I'm just talking.
Five.
I'm just gonna go 5. Let's go with that. Now, this is my question to you: would you rather any of them? The Duke wins the national title, wins the Super Bowl, Giants, but if the Knicks win the NBA championship, would you rather that over anything else?
You gotta keep in mind, I haven't seen the Yankees win World Series in like 13 years.
You haven't seen the Knicks win ever.
I don't know. I that's a tough question. I'd be happy if any of my teams win a championship. Like that's
but where would you be the happiest? Because I'm the happiest if the Islanders win the Stanley Cup, and then my second is if the Jets win the Super Bowl. So that's
I'm the happiest if any of my teams win a championship.
No, but
Final
if you had
answer.
to pick one, because Mets are going to be third on that list just because I have never seen the Jets do anything. And,
Yeah.
like
Except 2 AFC championship games with Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, that's it. And it's been 11 years since then, so I just don't haven't done anything after that. I was also how old was I? 7, 8 years old when I did that.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Should I rank them?
Rank them. I want to hear it.
I want to hear
it.
Keep in mind, I love all of my teams equally.
Yeah,
so
I love all my teams equally too. But this is
Okay.
what
Number 1's the Yankees. Number 2 is Duke. Number 3 is the Rangers.
Wow.
Number 4 is the Giants. No. Yankees, Duke, Giants, Rangers, Knicks.
Wow. I thought Knicks would be 1 just because you haven't seen them do anything.
I thought Knicks would have been like 3 or 4. Definitely not 5 though.
I just think I'm just used to it with the Knicks.
I was going to say, yeah, I feel like you're already in this constant world of utter disappointment.
They haven't made the conference. They haven't even made like the conference finals. Like the best finish that they've had since I was born was probably like making like the semifinals when they lost to the Pacers. When they had Melo and Tyson Chandler and all of that.
The city would burn down though if they won the championship.
Oh my god. I'd be burning it down with them.
That's what I'm saying. I get videos of Stan flipping cop cars with like 15 random guys.
Me and Joe Toole.
Him and Joe Toole got like they stole like a cop vest. They both got badges on and they're flipping cars for some random. I could see that happening.
Joe Toole sprained his ankle after the Knicks beat the Hawks in game 2.
One playoff win. I get that whole story too. His cousin Pat, him and Pat, I was playing PS4 with both of them, and he was telling me, he's like, yeah, I don't know what happened, but Joe Toole was just celebrating so hard he just sprained his ankle. I was like, they won 1 game. They won 1 game.
Hey, to quote that one guy, we had de Blasio, we had Cuomo, it was rough shit, but now we have the Knicks. Now we have the Knicks. All right. Speaking of hockey, though, I know I just mentioned the Rangers started training camp today. As well as the Islanders.
Do you want me to go through the Islanders lines first? Because I know you two just don't care, and I get that out of the way.
Sure, go right ahead. I care.
Well, no, you don't.
I care.
So the Islanders training camp day 1 lines as goes for now is Josh Bailey, Brock Nelson, Kyle Palmieri is a line. Parisi, Barzal, Simone Holmstrom, who didn't really play last year because he's a rookie coming up, so we'll see how that works out. And then the third line, or quote-unquote third line, is Lee, Pajot, Wallstrom. The fourth line is going to stay the same. It always stays the same. Nothing's going to change. JG Pajot. To the D pairing is the Pelican Pulak. They're back together, so that's good to hear. Double P, that security is great to have back. Recent pickup, Alexander Romanov and Noah Dobson as a pairing, and Robin Salo and Scott Mayfield. So that's the 3D pairing for now. Bodie Wild still can't attend camp because he's unvaccinated. Richard Panik was sent on loan to the AHL, and guy they just drafted, Cal Odelius, very high upside. They they sent him to assignment to go play in I think it was Sweden or some place overseas. And the season starts tomorrow, so he's not even coming to camp. He's just going to start the season there. He's 18 years old. There's no reason to bring him over or rush him. So that's where they send him over. But for Islanders fans,
Rangers...
future looks bright. Nothing crazy new. See what happens this year, but should be exciting.
All right, so these were the 3 starting lines. I didn't get anything on defense. I'm thinking it stays the same, obviously, with Fox and Lindgren.
Yeah, I would assume.
Especially because they just traded.
Miller. And then
they just traded.
Yeah,
What's his
Lucas.
face?
So it's
Yeah, so
probably
there's nothing new.
So it would probably be Schneider, and my guess would be Zach Jones.
Yeah,
or Hayek maybe,
probably.
but I don't know. Yeah. But the forward line seemed very interesting. So your first line, you got Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad, and Sammy Blais.
that's a new one. I would never expect that. Okay.
Yeah, I would not expect him on the line.
Your second line, Panarin, Vincent Trocheck, and Vitaly Kravtsov.
I knew it. I told you it's Kravtsov's year for Ranger fans. He is the best out of all of them. I've been saying it for a while, and you're going to see it.
I did say this back in like June. And finally, the third line. Kid line's back, people. Lafreniere, Keedle.
I love it. I'm liking
that's the greatest. I think that's one of the best top nines I think I've ever heard.
That's pretty good.
And apparently today, Panarin made a pass to Trocheck that some like reporter said he's like, now I'm not like in the play-by-play business, but if that pass were on day 1 of the regular season or day 100 of the regular season, it would be the pass of the year. I'm so excited. Also, Trocheck takes over on power. Trocheck takes over on the first power play unit to replace Ryan Strome. I'm so happy.
Let's go.
Did Brennan Otherman make the camp? Do you know? Did he make the?
Yes, he was the first one to score today.
Okay, so he's there. Yeah, I'm going to say this on a limb, and this may be crazy, but I would.
Plays.
Yeah, that's my hot take for Ranger fans. He looked very good in the World Juniors. He looked very good in the World Juniors. He skates really well. That's the one thing I saw from him. His skating already looks pro level. It's just more of positioning stuff that comes along with the team. But I wouldn't be surprised if you see him play a little bit this year.
Yeah. All right. Can't wait for hockey. I'm so excited. It sucks that the Rangers are going to be playing when the Yankees start playoffs. So I'm going to be multitasking. But
same. Yeah, I'm going to have 2 games on at once. But when the Mets let me down eventually, then I'll switch over.
Can't wait for
We're in the same boat as you, pal.
Yeah, I can't wait for the disappointment. I'm so excited. It starts in October. Ugh, I can't wait for disappointment.
Awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
Imagine Mets and Yankees. Imagine Mets and Yankees get both shipped in the first round. Like that would be so disappointing. I'd just be devastated.
Dude, every October I feel a heartbreak.
I don't even. The first time I've like had
last year, my heart didn't even break. It was just like.
Yeah, no, I was just like, all right, I'm like, we're doing this again.
I'm like,
at least you've been
team
there.
Sucked anyway.
My heart breaks in June when they're like 60 wins, and I'm like, well, this is it.
Yeah, but hockey, can't wait. We're gonna have Jake and Matt on to give us a preview soon. I think give it 2 weeks. Maybe.
Yeah, give it a little bit till everything's kind of situated with lines and stuff, and kind of get a whole basis of what they're doing.
Yeah. All right. What I saw. I'll start first. I mentioned this 2 episodes ago, and you guys can make fun of me, but what I saw is Duke's schedule came out, like the full schedule. It's that time of year where I don't shut the fuck up about Duke basketball. So,
if they make it to the national championship, are you going to the game?
No, it's in like Arizona. I'm like, I don't have the money for that. I don't know. Is it in Arizona? Is it in Arizona? I think it might. Final Four 2023. Yeah, I think it's in Arizona.
No, the slim chance the Giants make the Super Bowl.
It's in Houston. Never mind.
Slim chance Giants make the Super Bowl. You go to Miami?
Not Miami. It's in Arizona.
Oh, everything's in Arizona, I guess. You going to Arizona?
I was mistaken. The Final Four is in Houston, but still, probably not. Like I said, I don't have the money.
I wish I could.
Duke's schedule did, yes. So here it is, some games to watch. Champions Classic, November 16th in Indiana against the reigning national champion Kansas Jayhawks. They will play in the Phil Knight Legacy Tournament in Portland. They will play Oregon State, who just lost one of their top players to a knee injury. As well as either Florida or Xavier. Their ACC Big Ten Challenge game will be November 30th against Ohio State at home. They'll be at the Garden this year, December 6th, playing Iowa in the Jimmy V
Are you
Classic.
going to that game?
maybe. That I do have the funds for.
So yes.
I keep it local.
In a 3,000-mile
Just-
radius, I'll go. Yeah.
Exciting game. New Year's Eve, they play Florida State. And the big ones, you're all waiting for it. February 4th, March 4th. February 4th, they are home against North Carolina. March 4th, they are at North Carolina. ACC tournament, March 7th through the 13th.
Hey, Stan, guess what?
What?
It's only a 2-hour drive. Maybe I'll go.
Ooh.
I'm doing it. I'm going with you.
Oh,
Well, wait, I think, you know what? Terrence,
Stan.
I might be on spring break the week of the game in Chapel Hill.
Ooh.
So,
Mm.
I'm just going to skip past it, like Terrence.
Yes.
Stan.
so keep your phone on you. Maybe we'll take a trip up to Chapel Hill. They're
Well,
going to lose.
I mean,
I'm
with
expecting.
Chapel
I'm
Hill
expecting.
being,
How
I mean,
far?
with Chapel Hill being on subject, what I saw pertains to Notre Dame as they're going to
Are you
Chapel
going?
Hill on Saturday. I could, but probably not.
They don't look very good.
But I did. I know. They just what I saw was they got their first win.
There you go.
Hoping to watch their second this weekend. Maybe in person. Probably not.
Ooh. Could be exciting.
Sorry
Could
to
be a game
interrupt.
time decision.
Andrew Benintendi just said, safe to say that he will not return during the regular season, and his expectation is that he'll be available at some point in the playoffs.
All right.
Okay.
Tim, you're last.
I got three when I saw. Let's make them quick.
Oh,
One
boy.
was Oregon beating BYU, but the fact that they were doing like anti-Mormon chants that really pissed off BYU, so that was pretty funny. Two is I went to the driving range earlier today, shot an 84 in virtual golf. Pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Swing feels kind of butter. The third was I actually watched the Sandbagger dropped by Spit and Chicklets.
Don't spoil it.
I won't.
They're going into the playoff hole right now.
I won't. Great episode. I would definitely watch that. It was really fun to watch. I watched it all last night. If you've never watched them,
They're funny.
They're funny. It's just two ex-NHL players or current NHL players versus Wit and Biz, and they play scramble match golf, and it's really fun to watch. There's a lot of chirping going back and forth. The commentary is exciting. So, if you like golf and you like to keep things interesting, it's a good round of golf to watch.
This one's more of just a straight golf match,
which I thought
really chirping too.
Yeah,
much.
They were because it was so tight. They're so focused. They're going to go to a playoff pool.
Yeah. This is
I thought
crazy.
It's great. So if you guys are interested in stuff like that, I would definitely give that a watch. It was definitely worth it.
Last segment. Fun fact of the day. Pretty good episode. Definitely good for people who are rushing it. This is a space question. You ready for this? How many feet is it from Earth to outer space?
Wait. Give me a second. I don't know the conversion. How many? It's like 1,500 miles, isn't it?
It is not. It is at an altitude of 100 kilometers, 62 miles above sea level. It is conventionally used as the start. Yeah. It is used as the start of outer space and space treaties and for aerospace records keeping.
Was it? I think that's 1,500 miles away. But I was just being an idiot.
I think you were. Terrence, good news for your Chargers. Herbert is practicing with pads on and going through a regular warm-up.
Let's go.
Now,
What an
I'm going
unfortunate.
to say 300,000 feet.
Okay. I mean, I just said it.
You didn't. No, you asked how many feet.
Yeah.
You didn't say how many feet.
62 miles in feet.
he did the math on his phone. It's like 62 times.
Did not. I just did. Well, 6
327,360 feet.
I was close.
You were close.
Just simple math.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
You were very close. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube. Like our videos. Be sure to rate us on Spotify.
5 stars.
5 stars.
5 5 stars only. And we will see you on Tuesday. Enjoy the slate of football, guys. Go Giants. Peace out.